Welcome to Games Gone By. We did it. It's that time of the
We
month
did.
again.
Yep.
December
David just overflowing with
juice.
games gone by juices.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited.
Uh, I'm Adrian. Gore the Movie God's here.
Yep.
David's here. This is our monthly, sometimes a little bit more if we do something special, which we're going to announce at this episode actually at the beginning. This is our monthly book club, video game book club that we do. We announce our games well in advance for you to play alongside us, and then we talk about it. Some of our first impressions of it. Some of us have played it before. This time, David and Gore have both played this game before. This is my first time, so we'll be discussing that on here. We also have our slate of games coming up. So in terms of what we're doing for the podcast proper audio podcast, I keep saying it. It'll happen. I keep saying it. Audio podcasts will be coming eventually. They'll happen.
I was gonna say I do have the first 12 episodes at least. As long as we have a picture for it, I can toss it up.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that once we're done with this. And then again, if you listen to Blue Rupees, check that out too. Maybe we open up a store for Blue Rupees. If you listen to just this, maybe we'll make a Games Gone By shirt sometime. We'll see. So our schedule next month is January 29th with No Man's Sky. February 25th is Gore's pick with Beyond Good and Evil.
Yes.
David's pick is after that, March 25th, Earth Defense Force 5. Gore and I will be announcing April and May's pick, but first, yes, Gore in the audience.
You still have an enslaved picture for.
Oh, I do.
Mario. You ever heard of it? You fucking assholes.
While I'm changing that, Gore, what month are we doing this fan? Is it February or?
No, January.
All right, so it's straight up this next month.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best time to do it because there's nothing really in January to play. Also.
That's true. February and March have a lot of shit coming out. So
especially March. February has a few things. I want to play Little Nightmares. I want to play that. What the hell is that game called again? Destruction All Stars. I'm sure it's their shit, but and my pick at least is really short. So.
And the one I'm thinking of is 4 hours.
It's gotta be 3 hours.
We talked about that at the beginning, where we're doing the restricted 100 hours, including the fan vote ones that we could do a little bit over for if we needed to.
I thought it was always 4 or less.
It might have been.
It was 4 or less, but I was very clear about that early on about things that went over a little bit on the 4 hours where we're doing the strict 100-hour rule.
If I said that, I'll go with it. I don't remember saying that, but it doesn't matter.
I remember. Like a lot of the games we did were 4 hours or less. So all
right, that's fine. I mean,
there's not a lot of games out there that are less than 4 hours.
I might update my pick then. Let's see.
No, go ahead.
No, if it's 4 hours, there's actually one that I skipped because it was 4 hours. So I'm gonna throw that on there.
Sure.
I'll ask at the end though in case Gore has mine.
Mine's like the most 3 hours, but I've seen walkthroughs for this that have been like 2 hours 10 minutes, 2 hours 15. So I'm gonna say 2:30. Just
mine's 4, technically 5 to 6 if you're trying to 100% it.
Okay. So, but then
technically maybe 15 hours.
So this is gonna be the first week of February though, because remember our game of the year is gonna be the week prior to the final. It's gonna be what's our dates again? January 22nd is our game of the year podcast. January 29th is No Man's Sky. So therefore, the first week of February will be this pick. So it will be a January game, but it's gonna be in February.
Yeah, well, all right, fine.
Because otherwise, we're gonna do it in the middle of January. But I don't.
I
don't have time. I'm moving. I'm moving though. I'm not gonna have any time to play.
Fuck it. Cancel it.
Yeah, cancel and move.
Cancel the move. Tell them I don't want to leave.
Goodbye. Close the door. Yeah, it'll be the first week of February.
The AOL door close sound effect.
All right, fine. February.
All right.
I want to play this game soon though. So
yeah, go ahead.
That's fine. That works out anyway.
All right, so then Gore, go ahead and announce your pick first.
All right. Well, my pick for the first week of February, Games Gone By, extra little fan voted thing, is To the Moon.
Ooh, good choice.
That was actually the one I was gonna say. That's the one I added back on here.
Yep, that's mine. To the moon, baby.
Yes, Great Super Flash. Thank you. If you're watching this and you see the background, it is indeed courtesy of Green Super Flash, who will have that on his stream. I'm gonna pick picking his gameplay. So shout out to Green Super Flash for that.
Oh yeah.
All right, To the Moon. Yeah, that was actually that was my pick on here too. Cool.
All right, so To the Moon is mine, which is again, well, I guess I already had 2 sequels, but the sequels are coming to Switch soon. So.
All right, good stuff. David.
Mine is Metal Gear Revengeance.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. I beat that game in like 2.5 hours last time I played it. So. That's a good one. I play that fucking anyway.
I would say about replaying that too.
That game's good as fuck.
All right,
that's gonna win. You know what? That's gonna win also.
My pick, which is not gonna win, I don't think. I wish it would. We mentioned this like literally about like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's Gore's most surprising game that he thought would be included in the top selling indie games on Switch.
Yeah.
It's a short short game.
Yeah. It's a short game, yeah.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a short, low game. All right, so a short hike.
So To the Moon, Metal Gear Revengeance, or a short hike will be your February, I think 5th. Probably off a day or so, but whatever. One of those, and we'll put that poll up right now, and then I'll have a day
right
to
when
go.
You said that,
so once you, if you listen to this live, or I'll try to have the podcast up tomorrow, like immediately, so you have time to vote on that as well. Anyway, without further ado, Gore.
Yeah.
Your pick for May 27th.
May 27th, a good day, because we've been talking about this game for a little while.
Ooh, is it going to be it? Is it finally time?
What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Gore, Gore's like, fuck the rules. I'm playing this.
Yeah. Well, the game we are going to finally start in May. I say game because there's other ones. Is 999.
That was on my short list actually of something I was gonna actually pick.
It's time, boys. I'm trying to make it so it doesn't disappear. So 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. The first.
I was actually literally I pulled that up in the middle of the podcast. Saying, that might be one of the games I picked.
It was either between that or the Steins Gate game.
Oh
so
no!
You should be. No, well, God. It's my choice. So if I pick Steins Gate, you're doing it. So fuck you.
All right.
There you go. That's mine.
Good
so
shit.
May 27th, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors.
David, I'm genuinely curious. You don't have your June pick because I want to build a variety of this before I pick my.
My last game, I don't want to say just because depending on how fan votes go, I may need to change it.
Is it a long ass game?
The one I had originally mentioned to you guys is like about 10 hours. But I have really good luck at winning the fan vote, so I may need to change it depending.
Okay. Well, then you'll hold on to it. All right, name yours, baby.
It's between 3 games right now.
All right, well, that's too many.
No,
I have to get rid of at least 2.
I would love to do one, but I don't think the pace of it is what Games Gone By is going to be for. So I'm going to remove that immediately.
Okay. What was it?
That was Kentucky Route Zero.
Okay.
That was something I would have wanted, but I probably would have announced that way in advance so people can play the acts on their own and digest it, but that wouldn't fit with the way we play games on here.
Yeah.
And I want to play it on my own and take my time with it.
I'm also a little bit like, I mean, To the Moon is 2.5 hours. But like adventure games after Grim Fandango, I think I need to take a break. Grim Fandango, you just have to take logic out the fucking window for any of those puzzles.
Grim Fandango is frustrating, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
It's between 2 games, and one of them I feel like you're going to pick eventually, so I'm not going to pick that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know me so well. What was it?
You want me to tell you because you think you're going to pick?
Yeah.
I think you're going to eventually pick BioShock.
No.
You weren't at all?
No.
All right, well, that was
I just played BioShock recently, so.
Well, I mean, you don't have to play it.
I was hoping David would go pick that.
I was not going to pick that at all, actually.
Damn.
Okay.
All right, well, my pick is Hellblade.
Ooh, good shit. All right.
Okay. All right.
Because
I've been working on playing that sporadically, so you get to focus on that finally.
Hellblade. It's the newest sacrifice. Hellblade.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the full rundown that we're looking at here?
January, No Man's Sky. February, Beyond Good and Evil, me. March, that's you.
Let me get the dates.
April is someone else. And then right. May is me again.
So January 29th, No Man's Sky. February 25th, Beyond Good and Evil. March 25th, Earth Defense Force 5. April 29th, Hellblade, The Newest Sacrifice. March 27th, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. June 24th is still up in the air. July and August are also up in the air as well. I do know my last pick.
I might know my last pick. We'll see.
And then, who does it end on?
I think it's I'm assuming David, right?
It ends on David. Yeah, it ends on David in September.
Yeah.
And then October.
Oh, I thought my September pick was the one that I was waiting on, or I was holding out on.
No, you got June 24th, which was the one that you leaked.
So
you leaked June's, and then your last one was the one that you haven't. Oh no, we actually.
Yeah, because it's Grim Fandango. We talked
all
about
right. It's Parasite Eve is June 24th. I forgot they said that.
Yeah, so officially, my June game then is Parasite Eve.
Yeah, they already announced that though.
Yeah, I forgot that you announced that. I forgot you announced it, and then you leaked your other one to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you guys that leaked what I was thinking.
No, he leaked Parasite Eve, and then he made us do 20 questions for fucking Tokyo Jungle.
Oh.
Well, no, because what happened was I was like, oh yeah, I was planning this game for after Parasite Eve, and you guys were like, wait, what the fuck did you just say? It's like, oh shit, wait a second.
Yeah, so that was a leaked game that he did. So we'll see if he swaps it off Tokyo Jungle or not.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I didn't say it again, but no.
No, you're Gore. Gore, you literally just said it though.
No, I didn't. I forgot he was even Tokyo Jungle.
No, you did. Just say it. You just said it.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm gonna rewind the tape.
Neither one of us said Tokyo Jungle.
No, I will rewind the tape. No, look, let me show
you. Rewind. Chat, did either of us say Tokyo Jungle?
You want to put some money on it?
I said Parasite Eve.
No, you didn't.
I don't think I said it, but okay.
I want to show it. That's why I said it.
It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have fucking announced all of his games ahead of time anyway, and think we're not gonna say anything, even if I did say Tokyo Jungle.
Let's see. You did. That's why I was like, uh oh, but whatever.
Oh, what?
It doesn't really matter. That's what I said. Not Destruction All Stars.
Oh, that was way before.
Yeah, hold on.
We're at the point of the podcast where Adrian wants to be right for once in his life, so we're gonna waste 10 minutes. All right, I guess we're wasting 10 minutes. Adrian's wrong 10 times in a podcast, but he wants to be right once.
I just want to say.
You also just said Tokyo Jungle.
I know
too.
I did, but that's
so you. I just want.
I know. I said it because you said it.
You said no, but you were talking over me, saying "Don't say it, no," and then you just say it anyway. So what was the point of talking over me if you're just gonna say it yourself?
Green Super Flash, help a brother out. Who did either Gore or I
don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter because I'm not playing Tokyo Jungle anyway. I'm not setting up a PS3 to play Tokyo Jungle. And then he made us do 20 questions for fucking Tokyo Jungle. Oh, okay. I just said.
So that was one of David's picks. We'll see. Play your cards right, David.
It may not be. We'll see what happens.
Play your cards right.
So Green Super Flash and others that play along, don't fucking buy it ahead of time. May not be that. But also, again,
don't bust your PS3 out.
Yeah. Well, no, fuck you. Tokyo Jungle is a phenomenal game, first and foremost. Buy it anyways. Fuck what I just said. Tokyo Jungle, great game. Go buy that regardless. But it just may not be the game's gone by game.
I'm not.
Also, again, if you have feedback for Grim Fandango that you want to share your personal experience with, please send us an email at brp@bluerupees.com. We'll be happy to go ahead and share any feedback you had for the game when we're done our big wrap-up discussion.
Eventually.
One day.
Maybe we'll listen to the stream some more.
We'll play it back. We'll do Games Gone By of the stream. All right. David, tell us why you picked this.
So Grim Fandango and I go way back. I was always an in-between of a console gamer and a PC gamer. I never was solidly one or the other. Console gaming for me was RPGs and fighting games. That was just my jam. My very first console was a Super Nintendo, in which case I had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Mickey's, and a couple other like little RPGs on the system. PlayStation, the reason why I went with that is Final Fantasy. But when it came to PC gaming, StarCraft, Warcraft, RTSs are how I really got into PC gaming, Diablo, and also point-and-click adventure games. I have a very big love-hate relationship with them. I find them infuriating because I play a lot of scum-based fucking adventure games, one of which being Grim Fandango. And I wanted to always revisit Grim Fandango. It has so many scenes in it that always stick out in my mind. One of which that I always use to kind of sell Grim Fandango to people, being the bone saw scene. I won't say anything further until we go into the big deep dive, but that is always, to me, one of the funniest fucking scenes in the game. But it's also, it kind of hits a weird personal tinge for me. You know, I hit 30 this year, getting old, not getting any younger. And so the concept of kind of going through the Day of the Dead and a lot of other kind of just themes that go within that mythos are kind of interesting. But no, this is this game from my childhood. I remember going back in the day to cheatcc.com, having to look at fucking how to beat this goddamn game, and it's been a phenomenal fucking adventure game that has always stuck with me. And so, where I don't usually like to play a lot of adventure games because I do find them to be a little frustrating because I don't have the kind of patience that's required in a lot of these games. I wanted to go back to one that I do cherish and to quasi redeem myself for fucking frog fractions. So,
you didn't pick frog fractions, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't know, but I felt like I had to redeem myself a little.
Yeah, Gore and I just thought you would read the text part.
Yeah. Oh. To be fair, I didn't know you were gonna get thrown into it like that. So. I didn't know you were gonna get thrown into it like that.
Well, I mean, that's the way I throw everyone into that game, though. I'm just like, hey, just explore us for the first time.
On a live stream on a podcast.
Did we live stream that? I forget. That was before we live streamed.
We definitely did.
I think that was before we live streamed stuff before.
Oh, well, no, we didn't live stream it, but we definitely recorded it.
Oh yeah, we recorded it
and threw it at him.
Yeah,
just expected him to do well.
I expected him to read.
I probably would have if I didn't have two fucking chuckleheads shouting in my ears the whole time.
I don't believe you. And you're also you also picked this game because you're salty. You're not getting October for another 2 months or years.
Yeah.
So there's a theme with this.
Why is he not getting October?
Because October, this next month is going to be the fan vote month. Because September was last month. We have 13 months in every Games Gone By season. So you remember how last September we picked Detroit and because everyone wanted a fan vote month. Everyone's like, let's pick a big.
September should always be the fucking fan vote month.
It doesn't land up though, because then that means one of us is gonna get a month's cut.
All right, well, sorry, David. Well, hey, David, you can lose September and get October instead.
Well, that's why I'm doing a year of horror, is because of the fact it's going to be a while before I get a chance to get the spooky month. So
a year of horror?
Yeah, that's why I did Grim Fandango. It's tendentially horror. Parasite Eve is horror. Straight up fucking horror. And what was my other game?
I don't know, Adrian. What was it?
What was your last game?
Let's listen to
my last game, but the one I announced for after that. Oh, yeah, EDF.
Yeah, never mind.
EDF is not horrible.
Yeah, it's that kind of schlocky B-movie horror.
It's a science fiction action shit. It's like Starship Troopers or something.
Hell yeah.
Starship Troopers ain't horror.
Hell yeah, it is.
Gore, what's your history with this game?
It's gently related. Trust me, it'll be horror once you play it and understand the story.
What's my history with what? Grim Fandango?
Yeah, because you played it before.
I don't know him. No, I played.
Go chap.
There was a point in my life where I missed a lot of PC games, and I finally got a computer, and I rented tons of PC games from my library because they would just have shitty old PC games. Not like shitty, just like old and ain't worth shit anymore. And they had a bunch of the LucasArts games, and I never fully played Full Throttle, which I want to. And I never fully played through all of the like Monkey Island games, which is like there's like 5 of them, so fuck that.
You played through the other one?
I did play Grim Fandango, and I do even remember at the time I needed a lot of help with that game, and luckily, yeah, like game facts and shit at that point that were just like they were in their infancy, but they helped you. But yeah, that game was great. I don't remember a lot about it. I remember the characters, but I don't remember a lot about like the puzzles when I was playing it, which makes sense considering it's been about 16, 17 years since I played it. So. It's been out for a long time, but that's when I played it. I played it like years after it came out.
You didn't play Day of the Tentacle, did you?
No, I never played Day of the Tentacle.
I'm curious. I know like this is their latest one, right?
Grim Fandango is like one of their later ones, yeah.
So that means the earlier ones are even more convoluted.
Yeah, because the earlier ones don't use 3D. I think they're all like sprite based.
Yeah, they were all sprite based.
Yeah. Like Full Throttle was sprite based. It had like animated like cutscenes, from what I remember. It also had Mark Hamill, and I remember that. But why are you gray now? Why are you grayscale?
Who's grayscale?
Yeah, you, David.
Why am I? I'm grayscale?
For me, you're grayscale right now. It's right when Adrian turned on the lights or his camera, he took all your color away.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're all gray for me. I don't know for Adrian though. That's weird.
No.
Fits with a Grim Fandango though. Noir.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it was a really fun game at the time. I didn't remember a lot about it, but I remember it being really funny. And I like LucasArts games, even though I'm not like the biggest adventure guy. I just say like this game is especially, but I do remember even when I played a Full Throttle being completely just like ludicrous stuff. Like what you have to do to solve fucking puzzles is like ridiculous. It's just like what, and it's very like meticulous too. It's just like you have to put it at this edge and like it's just like
I'm thinking if I go through those, I'm just gonna straight up walk through it and just play alongside it because I'm like
the best parts of these games are the writing and the voice acting, characters and stuff. So yeah, I mean I used a walkthrough for this game. I'm not gonna lie. This game.
Oh, you can't play. No,
ridiculous.
No, this would be a fucking 30-hour game if anyone's trying to do it actually without a fucking walkthrough.
Yeah, for sure. I thought like I didn't need a walkthrough most of the time for chapter 2 or year 2. Like that stuff was pretty easy. It was very like, oh, you got this, then you go over here, and it was very much just like not really puzzles. It was just like get things. And then year 3 and 4 and even year 1 had like moments where it's just like, oh, you have to turn off the burning
fucking anchors was so stupid.
The anchors one was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the anchors was obnoxious.
Because I knew you had to tangle them up. I was like, all right, and then what do I do? And then I'm like, I'm pressing the wrong fucking button. I'm like, oh, that was like a dumb fuck moment. I was pressing the left button when I should have been pressing the right one. I was like, oh,
I think, but then also like year 2, it was easier, but I didn't want to do anything wrong and spend the entire time walking to the other side of the fucking map.
Right.
So I was like, let me just make sure I'm doing at least in the right vicinity of what I'm doing.
Well, that's where my exploration part comes in because I always like to explore
the map.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, because I want to see everything, and that part isn't too big, and it actually helps because then you're so familiar with the map, like you know where everybody is now, so you know where the security guard girl is, and you know where the gambling dude is in your casino. And Globus, whatever his fucking name is. Glottis, whatever. All these characters. So, yeah. It's good. It's good.
And I have no history with this game.
Yeah.
So I went into it fresh.
Completely blind, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about thoughts.
You would think Adrian would have like a little bit like you know he would like this game a little bit as a kid, you know, considering he's dead.
Yeah, he is a little dead on the inside.
Oh shit! Was that my Power Ranger thing?
That may have been my Tamagotchi.
Oh, did you catch a ranksters? Ranksters.
I was hoping if I hear that sound, I picture Gore doing that spinneroonie from Too Many Cooks.
I thought it'd be like, that's supposed to. That's
I would love Gore doing an actual fucking Booker T spinneroonie. Goddamn.
Yeah. No, he's talking about like the when Wonder Woman changes in her costume. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh no, I want you doing an actual Booker T fucking spinneroonie.
That'd be great. I wish I could do that.
So, impressions. I'm curious, David. I want to hear yours most because it sounds like this is the one game that you weren't even like you were enthused to go back to, but not like in a hype way. Like, you were just kind of interested.
Yeah, no, this is a game that I haven't played it in a long ass time. It's been at least a good at this point, like almost 20, somewhere between 15 and 20 years since I've touched this game.
God, you're old.
Yeah.
They turned 30 though.
Yeah, I just turned 30.
32.
Oh, this is Drain Zero Five's first Tim Schafer join as well. This is my second, if you count Broken Age Part 1 as one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess so.
Because it came out as its own game, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, David, consider. Sorry for interrupting you.
But yeah, I wanted to go back to this game because, as I kind of mentioned earlier, I mean, there's so many scenes in this game that always come back to mind. The Bonesaw one always comes back to mind. Glottis just has a lot of funny moments throughout the series that always kind of come to mind. There's just so much about this game that just always keeps coming to my consciousness, but I never really think of. And a part of, honestly, why I chose this game also does kind of come down to my girlfriend's huge into Mexican culture, really gets into that, and she's a big gamer, but never heard of this. I was like, all right, cool. This is a good kind of crossover opportunity in a sense. And so going back to this game reminded me of why I fucking hate adventure games.
I swear,
it's LucasArts ones. They always go fucking crazy with their ludicrous as fuck puzzles.
Dude,
it's like
it's gonna be hilarious when we get to the end of season 2 when David's having to rank his own game and David's own game gets nuked by his own rating.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I tried playing it without a guide for a little bit, and I got stuck on the fucking animal thing, and I was like, what the I know I need to do something here, just because I'm like, I know I need to do something with these goddamn balloon animals.
The balloon animals.
Oh, damn. All right.
Because I'm like, I know these get involved in the game somehow. I know I need specifically the fucking Frost, Robert Frost fucking.
Oh yeah, that's just for the pigeons up top. So
I'm like,
but that's just for an Easter egg.
But I don't remember why I fucking need this, and I'm going through, and it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go from a guide from here on out. And
you need the balloons, but not the animals. You just need the big penis ones. Shove it in there.
The worms.
The worms. The dead worms.
The dead worms, that's it.
It's like you asked for dead worms, and he's just gonna give me a fucking rubber.
You have to put one up there for the bird seeds or the breadcrumbs, right?
Yeah, but he's talking about like there's an Easter egg. There's an Easter egg. No, he's talking about the pigeons one, but there's an Easter egg if you give it Robert Frost's face. Yeah, it's like an Easter egg. That's it. That's like I think that's one of the achievements too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I did that, and it's one of those things where it's like I feel like that's probably part of the reason why I do have the disdain for adventure games that I do, is because I grew up playing Grim Fandango. I grew up playing Maniac Mansion. So a lot of what I think of adventure games is associated to that. I have not played that many since that era, really. So my mind still thinks of them like that. And honestly, modern ones, I would, as much
like
as...
Telltale,
Yeah.
Very, very lukewarm when it comes to the adventure aspect.
Exactly, or you get like the walking simulator style ones, where as much as I did love fucking
Edith Finch.
Edith Finch felt more like an adventure game than most Telltale games. Most Telltale games is like, I need to find us a screwdriver, Clem.
Yeah, they
walk into a building and you find a screwdriver.
Yeah, they kind of went. Ironically enough, they went the opposite direction of what I feel like those games should have went, where they went so handholdy that it's a little bit not. I don't really find like.
Walking Dead would make sense for a puzzle. Like, I mean, I have to do this.
No, it was that one bullshit.
Rube Goldberg bullshit where I'm just like, I'm teetering this thing on here, and then if I throw a thing here, it'll bounce up and fucking, and then you have to grind the bones in the thing, and then sprinkle it on the thing to make the thing explode. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was the beginning where they even said it was dumb, and where it was like. Carly couldn't do the radio. She's like, "What happened? You have to turn it on." And even Lee's like,
"No batteries."
Even Lee's like, "You didn't check the batteries." And I'm like, "Bro."
She immediately got dumb fuck status. I'm like,
"Yeah, dumb fuck Kong."
Yeah, dumb fuck Kong.
But I mean, that is one of those things that I feel like it's really hard to get that good balance when it comes to puzzle, because there's only so many mindsets you can plan for. But that's kind of what I wanted to go back to that. And playing through this, god damn, I would not have been able to get through this game, especially back then. But like even now, I still plan to finish it with the girlfriend. But I still have no intention of doing it without a fucking guide because there is so much to this game that fucking like year 3, if I remember correctly, it had this stupid ass thing where you're trying to get like a rocket fuel source,
right?
And I don't remember how to fucking do it right now, but I feel like you had to go and do like 7 other things before you could actually get to the fucking rocket fuel. There's, I don't know. There's just so much.
I don't even remember that now.
I remember rocket fuel.
Like Glottis is sleeping. It's like after you get out of the. I don't want to go too much into the spoiler aspect of it, but it's like after
we spoil these games, so heads up to anyone watching
games.
Right. I feel like I gotta preface that, but I also
everyone's dead.
Yeah. Yes, everyone is dead. Spoiler alert. Some people more dead than others, but it's right after you break out of that island, and you're trying to kind of figure out what to do about getting back at Hermana's. Domino.
Yeah, that's the third year was when you're trying to fight Domino. Trying to get off the island. I don't remember the fuel, so I just remember you have to move the fucking crane over, and I'm like, I was doing well at first with moving the crane, and I'm like, all right, I'm figuring out you drop it here, and it goes down the thing, and then it bundles up. I'm like, all right, and then there's a point where I'm like, I didn't do a step, so I continue with other steps, and then I completely forgot to do another step because I didn't know, and I was just like, what the? I'm like at the end of that fucking year, and I'm like, okay, I want to progress now. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do? I'm like, oh, I have to do that thing. I completely fucking forgot. And like 10 minutes wandering around, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing again? And I talked to Glottis again. And he's like, I need you to do that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Shit. No, it's after that because it's when you first arrive to the ticket booth for going to the 9th.
You're talking about when you put the thing in the toaster.
Oh, the oil on the rag and you put it in the toaster and put it on fire and they come in and they spray it. And then, what does that solve again? I forgot.
That's when you take Manny, you rocket that ship off to.
Oh yeah, because they.
I thought that was part of year 3.
Which is like, what the fuck? Like you put the oil on the thing and then it burns and then.
I think out of the ones that were convoluted, that one.
No, because it was the coffee mug. The coffee mug has the stuff that burns in the beginning of the game that you fill the caskets up with. Huh. So they're like, oh, I have a bunch of that stuff. I guess he has a bunch of it now. And that's how they rocket you back to what's the city again? I forgot what's called.
Rubocabra.
Yeah.
But,
so all right, well, impression wise, David, where you at?
From what I remember of the game and from what I have replayed through so far, fantastic. It's still a great narrative. Yeah. There are a lot of plot beats that unfortunately do get left to the wayside. And I feel like that's the unfortunate side effect of a very focused narrative. The story is very much Manny's story.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that because of that, there are a lot of side story threads that just kind of get left to the wayside.
There's a lot of side characters that are like cool characters that kind of just like, all right, this is my last scene. I'm like, all right, bye.
Exactly. Like the police detective woman, her whole story goes off to the wayside. The secretary, her story goes.
Yeah, Eva, she's pretty much gone. Like you talk to her one more time after not seeing her for like 5 hours. I'm like, oh, okay, I liked her that character. Even the main villain is barely in it. Like he's like the Domino's in it.
Yeah, he was weak. It was the guy. Weak, it was the guy below him that was more.
Yeah, Domino is great. I actually really like because every time you talk shit to Domino, he's just like, yeah, okay, you're gonna escape, buddy. All right.
That's one of my favorite. That's the thing I love about
it. You have fun, Craig.
Is you can go ahead and you can pull out your scythe. He's like, yeah, and he pulls out a gun. You're gonna want to put that back. You pull out the little ball peen hammers, like. No, okay, you can threaten me with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs if you really like experiment with all the shit you have.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch
a lot of really funny dialogue. I like at the end when you're fighting him. If you actually decide to fight him, he just beats the shit out of you every time you try to attack him. He just blocks your attack and you just fall down on the ground. He's
that's one of the achievements.
Yeah.
What are your impressions, Gore?
The adventure stuff is a little annoying. I also find the when it comes to outdated, the graphics are fine. I like that. That's old school. I like it. I really do. The 3D stuff doesn't bother me. I like the already pre-rendered backgrounds, just like how Resident Evil does it and stuff like that.
Honestly, it was a very gorgeous game. I loved it.
I liked it a lot. I mean, it sucks that those are pre-rendered because then you'd have to remake them in the remaster. Because I like the remaster of the 3D models, and I like that they put that you could switch it from original to new graphics too. Not that it changes much; you just see the one low character model on the screen transform. You could see how it looked back then, and how it's not really changed now. Besides the 3D character models, which there's not that many of. But go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick, did either of you guys play with the tank controls?
Yeah, I started it with tank controls because I saw there's an achievement. And then I got about an hour in, and then I saw someone say online that if you don't start the game immediately with the tank controls, meaning if the game, there's no menu for this. So you just immediately, and it starts off with the regular controls. And I saw that if you don't start the game with the tank controls, then you don't get the achievement. So I was like, all right, well, I'm already an hour in. Fuck it, I don't care. And it's really annoying with tank controls. So
I love the description of it. Tim wanted it.
Tim forced it in because I think that's the original. Was that the original?
Yeah, control? That's how it was originally meant to be played.
Yeah.
I
don't remember, but
so your overall impressions of it?
Oh yeah, no, I think it's really, really funny. I think it's really charming. The voice acting has aged extremely well. I think when it comes right down to it, I think LucasArts knew how to do voice acting in an age where just fucking everything was abysmal when it comes to voice acting, like almost everything. And like even like the top, like the highest, the most popular games like Resident Evil and stuff like Final Fantasy X all had terrible voice acting. I don't care what you say, 10 had horrible voice acting.
10 was mixed.
Oh, I couldn't stand. Every character was.
I loved Orin's voice actor.
Who's Orin? Is that the cool guy?
Yeah, the old dude that just always fights with one arm.
I don't remember. I don't remember hating.
Kimari was also a really good voice.
Yeah,
actor.
but I mean, you can have like a couple good voices, but it's still gonna be shit overall.
The main characters suck. Titus's voice made me want to stick an ice pick in my ear. I didn't like Yuna's voice actor. I didn't like fucking what's his name? Blitzball dude. Waka or whatever his name is. I hated him. Every time he talked, I was like, oh my fucking god, I want to drown myself in fucking battery acid. And it's just like, there's a lot of voice acting that's bad. And this voice acting really holds up. I think Full Throttle also does. I mean, you have Mark Hamill in there. It has to be pretty good. Yeah, so like this one really holds up. I think everybody did a great job. And it was really surprising considering how old the game is. And considering I'm assuming at the time the budget wasn't like the hugest. Even though it was like third or fourth game or whatever, it was huge at the time. Though the game was big, like people really loved it, and LucasArts was at the top of their game at that point. But yeah,
all right.
I don't know.
It was a $3 million game.
Even back then, that's not very good. Like I think Final Fantasy VII was $200 million, $150 million.
Yeah,
it didn't even have voice acting, so and it has pre-rendered backgrounds too. I think Grim Fandango had better ones. Just saying.
So you liked it?
I loved it, except for the gameplay. Which you can say about every Telltale game too. So to be fair, hell, Walking Dead, great story, great everything. Gameplay is the weakest part of those games too, and I still love those games. Wolf Among Us, love that game. Weakest part is the gameplay.
I remember Broken Age not being bad from what I remember playing.
No, Broken Age isn't bad from what I barely played that. I played like an hour of that. I don't even think I finished the first part. But that one wasn't as ridiculous. I think he kind of toned himself down a little bit when it comes to its puzzles. I didn't play the whole thing, so I'm sure it gets ridiculous. But Grim Fandango kind of starts off ridiculous. Like you're putting balloon animals and fucking shoots and stuff. I'm like, all right. Yeah,
and making sure you got to get the hole punch in the fucking card.
Yeah. So it mimics the fucking key card. I'm like, oh, god.
Yeah. My first time with the game. My first time playing an adventure game in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, great. I played Walking Dead a bit, but I mean, like I said, that's very hand-holdy.
Yeah.
Compared to this, no one's really hit that sweet spot yet, which is unfortunate. I love the culture of it, obviously, being Hispanic myself. It was cool to actually have a full game where it was, like, all Hispanic sounding, and everything. Like, even the culture of it, like, even the little, like, tidbits of, like, how we speak in some of it, it felt very natural, like something I'd hear just anyone speaking around here. So me and the girlfriend played this. I had to tell her a lot of times that because she was like, I felt like this game would be better because I have a spoiler with like a lot of newer age games, and so she's like coming back. She's like, why does it have like a map in the corner or like something you can put? I'm like, oh, this is.
This is like a 20-30-year-old game.
And I was like, well, that has not been invented yet.
That's the one thing I really liked about this game in particular is that it doesn't have a UI like at all. Like, which is really cool. Like, your inventory isn't even like it doesn't pop up a menu. It's just
it's just you're flipping through your pockets, literally
pulling shit out.
But there was,
it was like the original what's that one? Dead Space.
Right.
There you go.
But it definitely has some stuff that she mentioned. I don't even know if it was like a map or something she mentioned, but she was mentioning a couple things that like in modern age have been there, and I was like, oh, any game that we played now would have had it, but not these.
Yeah.
But we both didn't care for the gameplay. At some point, we kind of pulled what we did in Silent Hill a bit, which is like straight up like she was kind of guiding me where I needed to go, like real time. Because once I got to the whole punch one, I was like, all right, I'm out.
5 minutes into the game.
5 minutes in, and I'm like, oh, you have to go to the thing that does not light, like it doesn't. It looks like does not like stand out.
No, well, to be fair, he does move his head down whenever he sees something. So.
Sure, but I mean, like for the most part, a lot of these things are very obscure. So,
I mean, it's all pre-rendered bullshit. I mean, you can kind of tell sometimes because it's 3D objects on a a
lot of them are like you'll understand. But
I say pre-rendered, but it's not really. It's just like fucking artwork they put in the game. Some of it's pre-rendered, but some of it's just straight up like drawings. You can tell they just put in there and it's all pixelated and shit.
Right, but for like the most part, like I would have had a very short fuse for it. So it's like if I didn't get a puzzle right out the game, I'm like, all right. Where am I going? Who am I talking to? Because some people get to talk to you multiple times, even though you don't think you do. Yeah. Some places you have to go to that you weren't expecting. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you went through everything and literally missed one step of things, and you just didn't realize it. And I'm so like that was like in Rubicabra. I was like sitting at the end. I'm like, why the fuck is he not kicking me out of the hotel like he should? Because I didn't give Gladius the VIP badge. Yeah. And so he didn't do that whole fucking thing. We're doing that. I'm like, all right. So yeah, like at some point, I'm like, all right, I'm checked out of this. But we both agreed the game is charming as hell. I loved so many of the characters. GLaDOS, one of my favorite characters of all time. I think now I fucking every single time, and any time someone threatened that motherfucker, I was like, you're gonna die. I love how like casual Manny kind of is with it though, where I learned after like the beginning where you go through all the choices underneath the first one. To knock them all out, and then you go through the third one last.
The third one's always the antagonistic one.
Yeah, but you go through all those, and you get through the achievements that way. So I learned that. So when I got through after Domino knocked GLaDOS off, and then I went through every single one. The last one is, you killed my friend.
Yeah,
you killed my best friend. But man, I fucking loved a lot of those characters. And like
GLaDOS,
dude, it legitimately made me sad actually when they had their goodbye. Like that was actually one of the
I just assumed I could save everyone.
Yeah, that was one of the very.
I didn't think about you, man.
Yeah, that was one of the very few moments in video games actually where I was like genuinely sad. Where he was like, "Hey man, this is where I live," and he had his little crew there that were like,
he had a little minion guy.
Yeah, he was like a deity or something.
He had his like Toy Story aliens following him around.
Yeah, and I was like kind of sad because they were waving off. I'm like, oh man, that actually is like an actual goodbye.
Because like, he ain't coming back. He's going to the next fucking.
Yeah, it's always like the see you later thing that people always have, but it's like, no, that's it.
Yeah.
And they went through an adventure.
See you again.
It was funny. And
they should play that fucking Fury 7 song.
Yeah. It was funny because like I didn't know any of the characters. I didn't know anything about this game. So I didn't know GLaDOS was more than just.
GLaDOS is like the big. I think when it comes right down to it, GLaDOS is the one that everybody remembers the most
because he's so big. He's big. He's
big.
Orange,
he's weird looking.
Funny voice.
One eye's bigger than the other.
His little ears. His
animation. He's the only one that actually has any animation really when it comes to their like mouths. Because everybody else is just like just drawings on a 3D fucking head.
Right.
So he's the one who actually has animation moving his mouth.
But I didn't know it was more than like a little thing in the first act. So when you got to the second act and you saw they opened up a casino together, like we're not opened up, but they were running. And I was like, all right, I see where this is going. This could be almost like a buddy cop thing. And then every time, even though it wasn't for long, I knew that we're gonna kill him off. I was like, every time he was apart from me, I'm like, no, he's my best friend. I need that guy. So I love that dynamic there. Meche, it's interesting because I get that there was like kind of a chase after. So my impressions before I get into the story, I liked it a lot. I the gameplay didn't hold up. It's unfortunate because like now I really want to go through play Day of the Tentacle and Full Throttle, but it's gonna be straight up. I'm walking alongside the
Day of the Tentacle is way shorter too, so
cool.
It's way shorter.
So I'm gonna walk through those games, but if they have like the character and storytelling of like this game, then I'm in on those.
Oh yeah, they all do. Like Full Throttle, I from what I played again, I really liked, but that one's also just a little bit visually more pleasing to look at. I mean, I do like the pre-rendered stuff in this game, but like that's all pixel art, which I love pixel art.
And again, I love the remastered. Actually, I love the remastered.
Yeah,
Remastered.
They do smooth it down for the. I'm pretty sure they smooth the pixels down for the other games. Just kind of ruins it, but
I love it in this one though. I think it looks
no. This it works because they're all 3D character models anyway. So, but in the other ones they're pixel art. I'm pretty sure they smooth it down.
I think they did. Yeah.
Green Super Flash in the chat says Glottis was the MVP of this game. I agree.
Oh yeah, Glottis is great. I love Glottis, even though, I don't know.
Look, he was the best mechanic pianist ever.
I loved it when they.
I feel like they kind of got rid of him too quick.
Yeah, but
he was still a big part of the story. But there's a lot of times where I'm just doing all this shit, and it's been like 30 minutes since I've even seen him.
Always sitting in the car.
Yeah. I love
he's making the noises. I loved when he passed out, and then you hear why. They're like, he hasn't worked on anything in a long time. Oh, he's gonna die. So that was my impressions.
I'm like, Manny, I'm scared.
I love too when he's talking to the ship captain. He's like, "Yeah, for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what this large whining noise was in the fucking engine, and little did I realize it was just Manny in the back."
It was Manny. Oh, maybe it was this. I was Mandy. Manny screeching like a fucking pussy.
So story-wise, going into after we're done with impressions. So story-wise. I liked what it went through, but I felt like Meche, I don't know what really happened. Like, I guess it does. Like, it makes sense in timeline-wise, but, like, she's made to be off, like, a perfect saint.
Well, no. The whole game is a parody on, like, noir stories with that Day of the Dead kind of, like, Mexican culture aspect thrown in there. I mean, the music's all, like, soul music, blues.
Which, by the way, I am fucking...
The soundtrack's great.
Once again, gutted. I mean, I got the Nier one, which is fine now.
Yeah.
But I'm gutted that we didn't get this game a year earlier because I would have 1,000,000% grabbed that final on IM 8-bit.
Yeah. Good job, David. Idiot. You should have picked it earlier.
I should have.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I looked immediately and I'm like, I'm positive it's sold out. And yeah, it's like $115 everywhere now. I'm like, I might.
You fucked up.
Because I love the music in here.
Yeah, it is really good. Really good. I don't know if I'd listen to that music outside the game, though. I feel like that really fits well with the games.
It's just good background music, though, too.
It's good background music, but it's good. I think it works better when you're playing the game, though.
Sure.
Like, Nier, I can listen to that.
So I get that it's a parody. It just feels a little weird. Like, I guess I don't know what I was trying to change.
I mean, it even goes through all the beats. Like, oh, he's betrayed, and now he opens his own club. There's a lot of shit like you see in like noir.
He tries to save her and she stops him for some reason.
He stops him, and then there's a reveal later. And there's femme fatales. That's like Olivia's character or whatever, even Eva or whatever. Love interest, of course. Kind of forced, I guess.
The funny demon.
Yeah, funny demon, of course.
A disappointing one, I will say. But I'll get into that in a moment, though.
Yeah, because they don't really focus on that. I mean, they do, but they also don't. They do because that's the whole driving force of the story, him finding her because he fucked up, and also he obviously liked her. But then when they're together, they don't do anything besides. The most she does is berate him.
Yeah,
it's very immediate because like you get the first couple like denial scenes of like, no, I'm just fucking, I want my meal ticket home. That's all I'm after. And then it's just immediately he finds her. They have like a big fight, and then suddenly it's just, I love you. There's no real build up to an actual kind of chemistry.
And I talked to her every time I could too to see if it like whenever she's just standing around.
Yeah, and
she doesn't really.
Yeah, and it also feels like every time like I get that she like got brainwashed pretty much by Domino, but it's like it felt like that wasn't the person I was chasing at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, she kind of changed because it makes sense. A year of her roaming around.
That's what I'm gonna say. Sure, if you're running around the forest for a year, you're not gonna be the same after
and
that.
She's a good person and stuff, but then like a whole year of just roaming around trying to survive, she'd be a little different. But yeah, you don't really get to know her enough in the beginning. You get one scene with her.
That's it mostly too.
Yeah, you get one scene that's like maybe 8 lines of dialogue between each other. We're going through it and stuff, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm out, peace," because you fucked up, and she's just walking, and then like pretty much 2 years later, you see her again. Like it's in year 3, halfway through, you see her.
Which I love. I love, by the way, how much you run into people. Just again, you're like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, I love it. You see what's his name? The guy that has the light in year 3.
Yeah, I was about to say. That fucking this little light of mine. I'm gonna I got so pleasantly annoyed when you're sitting in that spot underwater. You have to go, but then if you miss the beat, you're supposed to talk.
You have to wait for him to go all the way around.
Fucking like 5 minutes of his singing.
My mind. Oh, and you know what's the worst part about that is that you can hear the hard cut in the audio because obviously the actor didn't want to keep fucking saying it over and over again. So he just said, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." And then you hear the hard cut. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
I wish they just recorded a long
fuck.
Stop. Says year 2 is references to Casablanca.
Yeah. He has the club. He has the piano guy. There's no real references to old. I mean, there's a couple, I think, but there's no real reference like in dialogue. But like,
no, but it's definitely heavily inspired by. Which that is one of those things where talking about the chemistry of it, goes into what I was saying earlier of like the policewoman. I wish I could remember her name. She and Manny had a ton of chemistry through just their natural dialogue. But you get into a fight with her, and then that's it. Even when you get to see her again in year 4.
The
Lola, I think her name was.
No, not Lola. She's the photographer that gets killed. Spoilers.
Oh,
no, I forgot her name. Let me say again.
Was it Luna?
No, it was something like that. I forgot her name. It was something, but yeah, she's the one that's in the club, and she like has the coat system.
Yeah, and she's got the coat system, and then the other.
It's like I think it starts with B, I think.
Yeah, she's got I might even look it up.
But right you talk to her like once, and you get some dialogue, and she's a fun character. And you talk to her later again if you want to go do the you have the jacket stuff or whatever. But that's about it. Like it's just annoying because there's not too many characters in this game, so I would like to have them all at least show up at the end, which they don't. So, but I do like that just little characters have little like.
Was it Olivia? Dialogue.
No, it wasn't. No, Olivia's the poem girl that betrays you at the end. She's the poetry lady.
Okay.
At the end of the game.
Okay.
She kills Salvador. Well, I guess she does. Well,
yeah. Salvador kills Salvador.
Yeah,
but...
he's the fucking cyanide tooth, except it's fucking the sprout, whatever.
Yeah.
Sprout bomb.
Which can I just say, Salvador was fucking fantastic. I
love Salvador. All of his notes are great. There's only a couple of them, but they're great. He's like, Manuel. That's good.
Green Super Flash. The worker bees were fantastic.
The chanting scene is so annoying because you have to really like time it too when you're chanting with them. If you did that part, chanting with them, you actually have to time it. So when he says, "We want freedom," and everybody else says, "We want freedom," you have to time it. So there's times where they start talking really quickly, and you're just like, if you fuck it up, they're just like, "Man, you're screwing it up." All right, start from the beginning. I'm like, oh shit, Tim Schafer was trolling bullshit. But it's really really fun. A lot of the best stuff in the game is stuff that you could miss. I think you can just like walk by it. And I do like, I really do like that it like makes fun of so many different things. It makes fun of people that, and this doesn't make sense now, but like in the 90s, it would have made sense. Like the poetry, like all the like
beatnik scene.
Yeah, beatnik. There you go. Yeah, even when like you just say random shit, I love that part. I just kept making random poetry that would just mean nothing. So you just go up there and say like you're like I'm nothing, and just random shit. You just the end, and it was like that was good.
Yeah, and then Olivia fucking steals your fucking.
Yeah, she steals your shit. And they're like, oh, that was good too. It's like,
think of it as an homage.
An homage. I don't know what's going on with Adrian right now. He's
blinking. For whatever reason, one of my monitors turned off, so I'm booting up the other one. So give me a second. Keep talking.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I want to talk about this then real quick while Adrian's doing that, because I've mentioned it a couple times already, but the bone saw scene is one of my favorites, speaking of which, of like, if you talk to the kids beforehand, they're like, oh yeah, Domino said that you had like a bone saw that you terrorized people with, and then eventually you do come across a bone saw. It's like, hey kids, and you can just sit there and actually legitimately fucking invoke fear of God into that.
Welcome back.
Just a little out of mine.
I'm gonna shine.
Anyway, what were you saying, David, before your computer turned off?
Really quick before that, Greaser Boss says Gore should do a video of him Fortnite dancing.
What, like every one of them?
Yeah, do all the Fortnite dances. Do it. No balls.
I can't. Some of them are ridiculous.
No balls.
You have to do like a floating thing or something.
I believe in you.
I saw one where you have to like jump up in the air and like flail around and stuff.
You can't do that?
I can't do either of those two things.
I believe in you.
Without problems. Anyway.
What were you saying, David?
What were you saying, David?
I was saying that I like that when you talk to the kids, they allude to how Domino's like, yeah, you said you had a bone saw and you like to terrorize people with it and that you're meaner than he is. And it's like, oh, no, Manny would never do that. And then you actually find the bone saw. It's like, yeah, I'm going to terrorize these little fucks with the bone saw.
Fuck those kids.
And
by the way, the boy, I've heard that voice actress from somewhere before because it was obviously a voice
actress. Yeah, both of them I think were on Rugrats because I know the girl was Susie's voice actress.
Okay, I've heard that voice before. It sounded like it sounded almost like Chucky, almost a little bit. But I think that voice actress died.
I actually didn't trigger the cutscene with the kids after the bone saw. What'd they do?
I didn't do that either. So it made sense though.
You basically just go ahead and kind of like shove it into the cage and threaten them with it, and then they freak the fuck out.
Yeah, I like Manny as a character, but Manny does some fucked up stuff in this game. Like just like the whole him not really giving a shit about certain people dying. Like when Salvador dies at the end of the game, you look at him and he's just like, he ain't going nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? That man just died, and he helped you.
A lot of people are just sacrificing.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, think about it. He's serving at the lowest level for a reason, which, granted, we never get to know that reason, but...
Yeah, he didn't even have a ticket either, too. Like, everybody else gets it. Even Salvador had a ticket. Like, it was like, oh, I guess he had a ticket. But when he opens that suitcase, he didn't got no ticket because he's a dick. Yeah, and he doesn't know what he did, which everybody else...
He was also serving at the DOD for years before the events of the game.
Yeah.
I like how this motherfucker dealt with getting the worst agents the entire time.
No, not the entire time. He originally was the top sales agent.
They mentioned that. And then Domino showed up and he just like got lower and lower. Like Domino had his office at one point. He said,
"Yeah, right."
They shoved him into like a storage closet.
I love Domino. Domino might be my favorite character, honestly, because I love that. I love Glottis. He's a big fat guy. He's great. But like he's more common when it comes to like funny. Like side character guy, like he's dumb but he's funny. He has a heart of gold, whatever. He has a drinking problem, which is like the only thing that differentiates him with other ones that I like. But Domino is that kind of villain I love because he's just like he's a bad guy, and he's doing bad things. But if you just straight up like tell him he's an asshole, he's like, yeah.
All right,
like in the beginning, Manny says, "I want to punch you in the face." He's like, Manny. He says something like,
Great Survivors, the other Angelito is voiced by the voice actor or actress of Bobby Hill.
Oh, there you go. That's why. There you go. I knew that voice sounded familiar.
I'm okay, Manny.
Yeah. All right. That makes sense. All right. Anyway, but yeah, no, Manny's kind of a dick. But I like how dark the game can get. People die,
right.
And it's actually kind of gruesome in a way. And when they sprout
that's how they
and
die.
Stuff, like,
they just die.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's like some Annihilation shit. It was like, oh man, it's terrifying. Annihilation. That's a good movie.
Yeah, well, game's gone by that. Movie's gone by.
Yeah, movie's gone by.
That actually that would have been a bad.
I've suggested that before.
Have you?
But yeah,
that might actually not be a bad series to bring back during quarantine.
We can do way more of those for sure because we just have to watch one fucking 2-hour movie besides play a 30-hour game.
David, Lord of the Rings.
That's fine. I'll watch Lord of the Rings. I was actually gonna buy the steelbook set.
Would you want to do that?
Gift cards I got.
Like once a month? Is that a thing, or do you want to do like what, twice a month?
Well, maybe we should start once a month and see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after this podcast.
Yeah, Movie's gone by. Film's gone by.
Ooh. I did like how we sat on Games Gone By for so long and some guy even asked, can I have that? And the only reply on that was Gore saying, nope, go have Blueprint Cast.
Nope. There is, do you know there's a podcast called Not Another Movie Pod? Which really pissed me off. And they're really popular too, so that even pissed me off even more. But like they came out after us too.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, they probably looked at us though too. They probably said
they were like, oh, they get like fucking 100 views. Fuck them. They haven't done anything. Well, they came out a few years ago, I think, but it was like right after us. So because I saw their like latest like their first episode compared to ours, and we had it before. So I know. Don't even
dab on them.
Yeah. You get a shitty dad. I don't want to move my arms up, so I'll move my forearms up. That's about it.
So what else about the game?
All right, I want to say one thing. The game, I think, is a little too short.
Agreed.
I remember it being way longer, and sure, I used a walkthrough for a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying not to for some times, but then I'm just like, all right, fuck this. But I think I played 2 hours yesterday. I played 2 hours the first night, and I played I think it was like 5 hours. I think again walkthrough, but I remember it being longer, and that's maybe another problem. That brings up the problem we had before, that a lot of characters just didn't have a lot of screen time. It's just like it's really short, and it's only 4 years. That means it's just 4 sections.
If it was every level was like year 2.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. Because it was jarring at first, and I didn't like it because of how jarring year 1 to year 2 to year 3 was.
Yeah.
But how much fun it was with year 2 and how it felt like its own mini arc.
It had like the funniest...
year 1, 3, or 4 didn't have its own arc, but year 2 had its own arc. Like you sort of saw how everything accumulated over time. It's like you saw how this worked out for that, and that worked out for this, and at the end, like the bees got jailed, and they found the lawyer and everything. Like it all worked out at the end, and it was cool. I wanted that. But then, like,
you're fixing the gambling thing in the beginning of the game, or beginning of that section, and then it ties in later when the police chief kicks you out because you're fixing the gambling, the roulette tables.
Yeah.
I think it has the funniest stuff, I think, of the game in there. Because
you throw the fucking dog tag, and he's like, I guess he's dead.
Yeah. Even though Toto, the fucking doctor, just called and said, yeah, he just got drunk as hell. He just called fucking what's his name again? The fisherman guy.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the captain guy. He just called him, and then you go over there and put the dog tags in like a dead body. He's just like, oh, there it is. One of my favorite jokes in there is the ticket taker guy, the ticket guy for the cats.
Yeah.
Which that's funny. You have to dig out like cat shit to find a metal detector. But that has one of my favorite parts where, like, I guess they didn't say this immediately, but I think it's just the same guy.
I think so, because that's what my girlfriend mentioned. I thought it was like twins, but she's like, is that the same guy? But it makes sense because they had the pause.
Yeah, and also pause because it's him running back and forth. But also at the end, he was just like, that guy was strange. It's just like, so it makes sense if he was just this asshole that has 2 different personalities. Like keeps like, what do you want? And then the other guy's like, oh, hey, what's up, friend? I love that guy. And they don't explain it, which I like a joke like that where it's just like, was that the same fucking dude? I don't know.
Shout out to the janitor whose wife left him.
Yeah. He does show up later. I guess
he shows up at the end with
because he has money, I think. That's why his
with the wife. Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, because he was rich all of a sudden.
Yeah. I don't know why he was rich all of a sudden, but whatever. I'm sure it's years later. He figured it out. Maybe it was a different wife also, because no, it wasn't a different wife, because you get a picture of that wife that you don't do. I think you do something with it. You show it to the captain guy, but you could see it yourself, and I think it was the same person.
Yeah, you show it to the captain. He's like, yeah, no, she left already with another dude.
Yeah,
but you mentioned her by name too.
Yeah. Oh, does he? Okay.
But yeah, it's obviously it doesn't fucking matter.
Which is funny. That's the kind of thing I wish a lot of the other side characters had, just like a wrap up there. Like, oh, there's this guy, he made it over here, and he doesn't even know it's us. So
I love Domino's end.
Oh, I love that. He's just like, you could have been with me making the big bucks, and he just gets fucking destroyed. It's like it was almost like it reminded me of like The Incredibles, where what's his name gets fucking cut up in the airplane propeller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, that's gruesome. His ass got destroyed.
David,
what were you gonna say, David?
I thought I remembered something, but I didn't actually remember anything.
I love when you get the mug where it's like, hey, I remember you. He's like, hey, you should have told me you were going to walk here. I would have just came with you.
Yeah. Bruno. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, those are good. Like, I mean, those are small characters, but those are cool that they come back later. I just wish some of the bigger side characters got more to do later. But yeah, like, it's a good story. It's fun. It's short, which I would have preferred it to be a little bit longer with more exploration. Than puzzles. I'm having the same problem right now with fucking Immortals. Like I'm so sick of puzzles. Immortals has like way too much of that shit. Not that I want more like story in that game, because I don't, but I just want more action in that game, because that fucking game is just like, all right, here's a couple of guys you can fight. Oh, but here's like 10, 20 more puzzles. Like, oh fuck, yeah, that is fun. But that's not really a puzzle though. That's more like a
no. I'm just saying, it's shooting them out at people, just headshotting everyone.
That stuff is fun. I wish I would focus on that. And no one's complaining about that too, because
everyone's saying it's like, oh, I love the puzzles.
I mean, they're fine, but there's too many of them, and they all involve boxes, pretty much. Just say, oh, carry the box here, put them up here. It's a fucking oh, go jump here, put it on our box here. Oh, you can't put a box there. There's spikes on that ground.
Did Creature Flash send any review?
No, he did not send us a review like we asked him to. What a slacker.
Yeah, what
slacker? He's sending us a fucking video for us to use.
Fucking slacker.
Hey, if you want to share your thoughts in like a big paragraph, let us know. But yeah, no. Overall, I liked it. The pacing was weird. Everything was vibrant about it though. I just loved the characters in it. It's so much fun. And again, everyone had like a little, even like there was no real one-off character. Everyone had some sort of callback somewhere somehow. The demon at the beginning, the one who was all angry fixing things, he was like the bodyguard now.
The chauffeur, he was like not chauffeur, but he was like he was the bodyguard for the elevator or whatever.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Little green.
You see the lawyer at one point, like he's using one of the fake tickets to get to the extra the better life, but you find out it's a fake ticket and he just goes straight to hell. It's like, which is great. And it's funny because earlier you say you make a lawyer joke and said all lawyers should burn in hell. So later on the lawyer goes to hell. So it's like, all right, well, there you go. That's what happened, baby. But yeah, the characters are great. The writing's really funny. I don't think we talked about how funny the game really is. I think it's really funny.
I love the puns in this game. Goddamn.
Good puns, yeah. I like the one where you're talking about the what's it called, the bone wagon.
Yep.
It's gonna explode. So he says, what does he say? Like the boom wagon. I guess we're gonna call it the boom wagon. And then Glow's was like, I ain't fucking funny. All right. I love that. But yeah, it's a fun game. You just have to have a walkthrough if you really want to have fun, because you're gonna be stuck. And that's my main problem with adventure games. It's like I want to play them because I love the stories of these games, but I just don't want to fucking do these puzzles that are so ridiculous and so like what? Like you have to drag an axe to a part of a tile on the ground and drop it on the ground to break the tile so you can get down in the drain. Like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck would think to drop an axe on a tile to break it to go down a drain?
And that's what I was kind of saying earlier. Is like that's the unfortunate thing with adventure games is there really is no happy middle ground. You either run into the very hand-holding nature of like the kind of walking sim style ones, or you run into these absurd fucking puzzle ones like the kind of LucasArts style games. And it's just one of those unfortunate things that I feel like a middle of the road, if it could be found, would be really good. But I don't know how you would go about doing that.
Because honestly, the way we like these stories is they're like one step away from walking simulator. Honestly, take out the puzzles.
I I think we like those. I don't think
David I know. That's what I'm talking with David said. So I was like, you got to have some sort of gameplay there because otherwise,
I will say, I think I could be wrong, but I think the Back to the Future one they did, Telltale had a lot more of that adventure. Like you actually had to think about the things you had to do, but it still was still a Telltale game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and go to the.
I'll tell you right here, the Jurassic Park game had nothing like that.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about like other ones they did besides the
I'm gonna go back because they re-released Strong Bad, the Homestar Runner game. So I'm gonna go back
and the Sam
and
Max stuff. Too.
Yeah, Sam Max.
I want to play that.
Yeah. Overall though, it was a good time. Not the best time, just because of the fact that I was kind of frustrated with how things. Even using that walkthrough, sometimes I missed just like if I missed a line of what to do, and it was like, oh, I'm just having to reread everything just to figure out what the hell happened.
Right. Yeah, I had to do that a couple times. Just why do you have 2 vacuums in your room?
One's a steam cleaner, one's a vacuum.
Ooh, fancy. Wow. So you steam your carpet?
Yeah.
God damn. Wow, cool.
What a cool guy.
Hell yeah.
You're so cool. I wish I was cool like you.
I agree.
Anyway,
Ian says, old games didn't hold your hand at all. There'd be times where I'd walk around a level not knowing what I need to do.
No. I mean, that was... I feel like
sometimes you needed the manual.
They sell you that strategy guide.
No, well, that's just
fuck the manual.
That's just it. I mean, Nintendo Power was popular for a reason. There were so many games. I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, I gotta get Nintendo Power.
For that tip section is really mainly Simon's Quest was ridiculous. Go to hell.
Simon's Quest. Yeah.
Most of the Castlevania games are kind of ridiculous in that way because Simon's Quest is like a I don't know, it's a troll job. It's like Yoko Taro made that. And it's like everything's a troll about that. If you took Yoko Taro's weird ass storytelling and put it into gameplay, that's what fucking Castlevania 2 is. It's like, yeah, just kneel in this corner for 5 minutes and then a fucking tornado will come up and take you away. Like, what the fuck? All right.
Yeah, and then some games you even needed the manual for it too, and you just didn't have the manual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because especially for older games, everyone just chucked all that shit. It's like, fuck it, who needs that? You know, I don't know what asshole would do that with more modern games, but
yeah, I mean, I guess that's why games don't come with manuals anymore.
Yeah, someone saw David's young little butt fucking throwing everything out. Like, oh, I guess we don't need to include those in future video games now.
We're looking at his little butt.
Yeah, someone was watching his little butt.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the cops.
On
the pass.
On the pass.
Can I get a time? I want to get a time cop.
Time cop.
Arrest the voyeurs.
I did like how the name was referenced in that poem though.
Sure. Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah. Let's see, and then Ian says, and then you had to use dial-up to look it up, and it would take forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it would be like your one game, so they had to make sure that you were playing it a lot.
I'm curious if Double Fine's ever going to go back to like this style of game, but just like with what they're doing.
I want them to do Psychonauts. Like, just get that out right now. Come on, just like for fuck's sakes. Like Psychonauts is exactly the kind of because Psychonauts had some puzzles in it. So like, but that was obviously way more of a platformer than anything.
Yeah.
But it had that Double Fine humor, which I love.
I mean, they never really lost that humor
too.
I wish, they never did really. I mean, most of the games have that humor. Even like the smaller stuff they publish has that. Like even like they published Gang Beasts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that wasn't really.
But that's like that fits with their humor. Everybody's they're all blobby dudes, and when they fall, they just fucking die.
I'm thinking of like Costume Quest and stuff like that too.
Yeah, Brutal Legend. Brutal Legend
was a cute game.
Brutal Legend. Brutal Legend. If that game was just a fucking hack and slash, and then do some stupid ass 5-hour in the game twist where now it's an RTS. I would love that game. I love the story. I know you do. I love the story. I really do that game. I love all the characters. I love the soundtrack. I don't even like that kind of music, but I love the soundtrack in that game. The world was great. All the weird characters. Very, very, very Double Fine. But fuck me, I didn't want to do that RTS shit. And for the rest of the game, you had to do the RTS shit. I was like, what the fuck? I know you like it. I hated it. I mean, there's still the hack and slash gameplay, but you're like always like hovering above your minions and shit.
I really am curious. I really want to play a game just because
I played the whole game though. I loved it.
I've heard that. And I'm like, it's very intriguing to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I played the whole fucking game, so I still got through it. That's mainly because I was already invested in all the characters and story and the weird world and stuff. Tim Curry was the villain, so right there, fucking, I'm playing it.
Oh yeah.
And the ending's amazing. I love the ending.
I think what was that? I think
Tim that's one of the best fucking moments in video game history at the end.
Tim Schafer mentioned Brutal Legend and that whole thing and how that just everybody. I think his excuse was he really wanted to make something that was like so surprising that wasn't really caught in like, you know, like you can't really surprise many people like with all the way adverts are and how they just show everything about the game. He wanted to do something so different, drastic, like last half that no one could catch it.
He wanted to make his nuts and bolts. I get it.
Yeah, you just see that game and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're really... Well, I think Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, people still thought it was a platformer until it came out. And when it came out, it was like...
Well, I get it, too, because like the first like level, too, it tries to pretend it's a platformer.
Yeah, it's a platformer. And it's trying to be funny. Like, oh, look at them. They're fat now because they haven't been in a game for fucking 8 years.
They're sitting on the couch playing 360 like all of us.
Oh, yeah. Playing all those great fucking games like Perfect Dark Zero and Cameo. All these other rare games that suck.
And Viva Pinata.
Well, Viva Pinata's all right. So, Viva Pinata's all right.
They should bring that back. Ooh,
I think the second one was better, actually.
Viva Pinata 3 would be great.
I'm actually surprised they haven't.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I could see that being on Microsoft like phone game. You know, like how Gears Pop is.
Well, except that got shut down.
Well, they need a new one, so Viva Pinata. I could see that being kind of successful. Like, microtransactions. Look, you got a new Pinata.
Viva Pinata 3 with Game Pass would be great.
Look, it's dabbing.
Viva Pinata 3 with a Game Pass? That's great.
Well, everything's going to be Game Pass.
Exactly. Game's going to be on Game Pass.
Stalker 2 had a little trailer today, and I was just like, oh, yeah, that's exclusive to Xbox. I forgot about that.
That trailer looked fantastic,
too. But didn't they say that was a gameplay trailer and it didn't have any gameplay in it?
No, it was in-game gameplay.
Yeah, it's using the engine.
In-engine gameplay. Yeah. Well, it was in-engine. We didn't see anything about that game. They just announced it like 3 months ago. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Where's the gameplay? I'm like...
No, I know. I just hate these trailers. They're like, hey, this is an in-game, in-engine,
And also, that's what IGN called it. You can't fucking blame them. Like, I'm sure they call it just like in-engine test footage or something like that. IGN thinks that, and they call everything an official trailer. Doesn't matter. It could be a TV spot that's a teaser for a TV spot, and they'll be calling a fucking official trailer. So.
Well, I was talking with a buddy of mine who's a huge fan of the games. I still need to really get through and play those, but he pointed out the fact that it's been like since 2011 since we had one of these games. So it's going to be a huge fucking jump up going from that to this, especially if you're a fan of the series. And just looking at what is different in the in-game lighting and a lot of the other effects that they showed off in the in-game trailer, I'm excited for that. That looks fucking great. I want to go back and play the original, but I hear it's fucking brutal without some mods.
Which game? I'm sorry.
The original Stalker.
Oh, Stalker, yeah. I blanked out for a second. I was like, I don't even know where the fuck I am. I was just thinking about Jack Black.
Let's wrap this up.
All right, G. We're almost at 4 hours, so we should.
Overall.
Altogether, we're at almost 4 hours. Overall, great game. I really like it, gameplay wise, whatever. But if you're a big adventure guy, you're gonna really like it. You're gonna really enjoy it. But it's really fun, really funny. I really enjoyed it. Gameplay wise, I didn't care for it, but it's really funny. I like the story, and all the characters are great. I wish there was more to it sometimes, but it's really great. I really liked it. It's really good. It's classic. It's okay.
Everything character wise, and even some of the story, but like character wise, and like Gore said, the voices aged fucking perfectly.
Yeah.
Like you could straight up bring those characters out into a new game right now. If there was Grim Fandango 2, obviously the way it wrapped up would be hard, but like if there's a way you could do that.
Well, Grim Fandango doesn't. I mean, it could always just be about.
It doesn't have to follow Manny. Yeah.
It doesn't have to follow Manny. Manny's not like I don't think he's
Glottis with a new buddy, and let's just fucking.
Oh, Glottis is still in that world, so sure. It could just be Glottis he plays.
Glottis Fandango.
Yeah, and I wonder if those voice actors are still working. Because I think some of them weren't like big voice actors at the time too. I think the guy that plays Manny, I don't think he's doing anything anymore.
Green Super Flash says better than Coco. JK maybe.
Well, Coco I think has a lot.
I kind of liked.
You know, I think Coco stole from this actually. You know what? Pixar Which racist?
The guy that played Manny is still doing stuff to this day.
Huh? What was the last thing he did?
He did Head Shop was the last thing he did, and before that was Connecting, Enemigo Nitino.
What about games?
Yeah, video games. Is what I really meant. I meant video games. I didn't see anything really. I think that
was in the Punisher though. So
the 2004 game.
All right, no, Netflix series.
Oh, was it? Who he play?
The Punisher.
He played Raphael.
All right, let me look him up. Is he in the second season? Does it say that?
2017, 2019. So yeah.
Well, let me see. I might remember this character. Let me see. Oh, I do remember this guy. That's all right. Yeah, he's in both seasons, I think. Is he? Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, he's in the first season. He's in the first season. I do. He's in the first season because yeah. He's not a big character, but okay, all right. Well, there you go. He was in the Punisher.
Yeah. So the last game he was in was Scarface: The World Is Yours.
Oh, who did he play? Did he play?
Played. No, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. He's a really good voice actor.
Yeah, he's great. One of my favorite things he always says is, "Oi, Chihuahua."
Yeah.
That's classic. I just love how he says all the poetry in there. What's the one he always says? Like the one that he says 3 lines of. Oh fuck! Was it like floating or something like that? I was like, I don't know. He's really good.
I love the ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes to ashes. Ashes. And I like the end. Like he always ends his with the end. It's really good.
When you give Glottis the drink, what was in that drink, Manny? or the first time you play a prank on him and then you turn it off and you don't know what you're supposed to do, and then you do it again. Manny, you promise. I fucking love.
All right, don't do it again, Manny. And then when he comes down, he's just like, it wasn't me, that was the kids. It was like, there's no kids there. He's just like, oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna name my future dog Glottis. I love that name.
I'm gonna call my future dog Kratos.
Hell yeah!
All right. I'll be like, dog. See
dog.
How you like it? I call you by your thing. The thing you are.
I call you by your thing.
Dog.
All right. That's it for Grim Fandango.
Spread my ashes on his body.
That's it for 2020 Games Gone By. Another year in the books. Once again, January 29th, No Man's Sky. February 25th, Beyond Good and Evil. March 25th, Earth Defense Force 5. April 29th, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. May 27th, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. June 24th is Parasite Eve. July, August, September, October. They're up for grabs. Our fan votes for February, I think the 5th, is Gore's pick is To the Moon. David's pick is Metal Gear Revengeance. And my pick is A Short Hike. Let's not act like Metal Gear Revengeance is not going to win that.
Let's see where it is at right now.
Ian says Happy New Year's, guys. Or have a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Right now, oh, shit. All right.
Metal Gear's winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It was the first time I checked, I had 15 votes, and it was To the Moon. So I was like, oh, all right. Well, I'm sure that's not going to last. It did not last. But David likes to go for the obvious ones. Ooh.
I haven't played Revengeance yet. I'm excited to play it.
You haven't? Oh, by the way, the percentage for Metal Gear Rising right now is 69%.
Hell yeah.
Great says, I yell boy to my dog.
As you
should.
This little lad of mine.
Yell, what did you do with the documents next time? See what
just
happens.
Follow your dog around and say, this little lad of mine. I'm going to just keep doing it.
Like Cletus or whatever his name is. He has like a name like that. It's like, well, this little lad of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
I love when you last see him too. That's his send off too. When he's walking
down the tunnel. Like
little lad of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
It's like the last troll.
Once again, if you listen to this, go vote on that. Check how it's a day for that voting to be. Is it a duration of a day?
No, it just keeps going.
Okay, so whenever you see it, go ahead and just
whatever you want till the last minute. It's on my community page right now.
Oh, on your YouTube? All right.
On my YouTube.
So everyone go vote for anything outside from Revengeance.
Yeah. I'll even throw a vote for something other than Revengeance just to help.
I'm going to play To the Moon anyway, so I've been wanting to play that.
Yeah, I'm going to do it too.
Someone ruined it. Now it's at 70% for Metal Gear Rising.
What bastards?
Don't they know that's the fun word? Or number?
The fun number. The sex number.
Technically, a number is also a word.
You're a word.
Fuck you!